So, the first Iron Banner of Season of Dawn has been out for almost a week. The question is it worth it? Before we start, let me say that I haven't finished yet. However, I did get to the step that's coming up on the screen in a moment, and that was really the biggest problem for me. I got all the way to the final step, and honestly, I'm not good enough to do this. There's too many people at the moment trying to do this step. It just makes it the most unenjoyable step of the whole process for me. So right now, this is where I am, and I'm actually considering, is it worth trying this step or not? And bear in mind, I'm doing this on a hunter at the moment. I haven't done it on a titan, and I know what we'll talk about in a bit is that it seems that people on a titan can get this step done, but it's not exactly the most enjoyable experience. So why are people upset? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what Bungie could do in the future, and also, is it worth it? So let's start off. Why are people upset? I'll tell you what I've been seeing on the internet. The steps of the quests don't necessarily promote the right method of play when you're playing Iron Banner. Now, Iron Banner is meant to be fast-paced. It's meant to be, you capture the points, you hold the points down, you capture all three, A, B, and C. You go, you get a power play, you get extra points. First 125 points wins. That's pretty much it. Or whoever's ahead when you run out of time. Now, this isn't happening depending on the quest step. So I got the quest step for hand cannons. Fine, not a problem. Doesn't really alter the way I play at all. Shotguns did for me. I'm not very good with shotguns, but me, as many others, I got the Lord of Wolves on, and it was fine. It wasn't like really using a shotgun at all. But then finally, I get to the final step, or what I assume is the final step, and I've got to use a rocket launcher, which means I need heavy ammo. And to be honest, I don't go after heavy ammo. I never go after heavy ammo. So all of a sudden, I'm in a position where I need heavy, and I can't get it. So I'm trying to camp on heavy, but I'm just getting killed. I'm trying to stay back from the heavy and come in at the last minute and kill the people that are on the heavy, but I'm just getting killed. Titans are putting up bubbles on the heavy, and it's completely against what Iron Banner's meant to be. So I think this was the fundamental mistake that Bungie made. Now, people are saying, no, Iron Banner, can't stand it, it's all wrong. Do you know what? I quite enjoy it. Iron Banner's really the only time where I jump into PvP for prolonged amounts of time. I really do enjoy it, and I jumped in, ready to enjoy it this time, and to be honest, up to this point, I did. And then along comes this step, rocket launcher kills. I just can't do it. Now I'm thinking, is it worth it or not? So what could Bungie do? Well, they could tailor quest steps to promote gameplay. They should be focusing more on what Iron Banner is all about the capturing of the points. And maybe they could go capture all 3 points a certain amount of times, or something that was more focused around the core fundamental gameplay of Iron Banner, or quest steps that made you change up your gameplay but still allowed you to play the mode as it should be played. So to throw in something that completely changes the way you play the game to the point that you're no longer playing it at all as it's meant to be seems pointless. But other than that, I like the way they're doing it. It's a shame that they're locking the random drops of the armor with tokens behind completing all the quest steps, because it actually means for me that I am probably not going to get that full set, and I am probably not going to be able to spend my tokens unless I want to spend them on guns. So yeah, that's a problem that needs looking at, and the fact that rocket launchers kills have been put in there, even though it's only, I think it's 15, 20 kills maybe, or not even that. It just doesn't feel like, it feels like you've been playing the game a certain way, and all of a sudden they want you to do something completely different. It just grinds against what's meant to be. Finally, is it worth it? Honestly, for the first time playing Iron Banner, I would have to say no. The armour that you get from completing each step isn't great. The fact that you can't get re-rolls on that armour until you've done the full quest line isn't great. And then when you finally do the full quest line, you get nothing substantial for it. The only benefit there is pinnacle drops, and I must say they're the easiest pinnacle drops to get in the game, because you just have to just keep grinding and keep grinding and keep grinding, and eventually you'll get there. But it's whether you are prepared to put in the time to get the pinnacles, when other pinnacles are, if you're good at the raid, you can get your pinnacles. If you're good at the dungeon, you can get your pinnacles, and you can get them pretty quickly. Iron Banner, if you're prepared to put in the time, you don't necessarily have to be brilliant at it, you'll get your pinnacles. But you only get 4 drops, and we've not been told how often we're going to get Iron Banner. I assume, though, it'll come back maybe every 3 weeks until the end of the season. So we're probably going to get 2 more Iron Banners before the end of the season. So that's 12 pinnacle drops per character. Unfortunately for me, 3 of the 4 drops all landed on the special weapons. So it wasn't great for me. But that's my thoughts. Leave your comments below, and I will see you another time. Thanks. Bye.